So this is just a quick video on dead batteries. So it's been winter. These are Gtech batteries for the cordless hedge trimmer and cordless trimmer. As you can see on this right hand one, when you push the battery button, got 4 good lights, full power, that's no problem. Left hand one, red lights, and it won't charge. Can't do anything with that now. The charger won't try and charge it. You just leave it on, it does nothing. Same again, this is with one of the Audi tools batteries. Push the test thing on the back, it's dead. It'd been left in the garage, it had gone completely dead. Now the charger won't touch it. If you put it in the charger like so, turn it on, it'll come up green light usually first, and then you give it a couple of seconds, failure. It won't charge that, can't do anything with it. Haven't been able to get any power back into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the good battery, the good Gtech battery, to trickle some power back into the bad one, which should hopefully kick-start the charger to let it work again. And generally it's just because the batteries have got too low. Like this one, I know had been left in the cold and had gone completely dead, and now the charger won't kick it back into action. So we're going to just try and trickle some power back into these using a wire, 2 wires. And so you need one good battery, one bad battery, and I'm going to do the same with this one. Try and put some power back into this one from a good battery, and then we'll see if the chargers will work again. So this, to be honest, was the main reason I didn't like cordless tools. Just having to worry about the batteries. If you leave them too long to go dead, that's it, they're done quite often. I didn't like cordless tools for that reason. You didn't have to worry about your mains powered, plug it in, off it goes again. So I've got this bit of lighting cable that I've just stripped back. So we've got our 2 connections at either end, which is what we're going to use to just try and trickle some energy into this, from the good battery to the bad battery, and then we're going to plug it in and we're going to see if that goes. I haven't tried this before, so I'm going to see how it goes, and yeah, fingers crossed it works. So what you've got on these Gtechs is you've just got your plus terminal there at the top, negative terminal at the bottom. Same on this other one. So we're just going to hook that up and see if it works. What I've actually done to make life a little bit easier, if you can see, I've just used a couple of these little woodworking clamps and just span the teeth around so that they're pushing the wires against the connections, and that one's also pushing the wires against the connections. So I've done that. It means I don't have to hold it, it's easier. And you can see the 4 lights have come on the good battery, which is showing that it's now outputting some power. So we're going to leave that for a minute. At least we haven't got to worry about holding it now. And then while that's doing that, I've got a good battery on charge for the Audi tools, and there's the dead one. So as you can see, the charger works fine with this battery. It's flashing, saying it's charging, no problems there. So I'm just going to charge that one up a bit more, and then we're going to try and use this one to jump start that one. We'll leave this one just a few minutes. Fingers crossed we can get rid of them red lights, and then here's the charger. Normally you plug this charger in, as soon as you plug it in, all 4 lights go red, and that's it. It then just goes off, sits there, does nothing. Whereas this one would flash 1, 2, 3 or 4 lights depending on where it was at in its charge cycle. So fingers crossed. Right, so let's disconnect this. We're just going to take this off with the leads. That one should still be saying around 4, which it does. Now if we check the dead one, that was just 4 red lights, getting 1 green. This is the charger plugged in for the Gtech. So let's see what happens if we plug that in. So we've plugged it in, we've got one light coming on which is strobing, so that is now saying that is charging this battery up. So that has saved it. It just needed that little boost of initial energy to tell the charger that it isn't a knackered battery and that it can be charged. And we'll leave that going, and hopefully that should go back up to 4 bars. And it just means I need to make sure I don't leave them to go completely dead again. So really positive, that one. Let's move on to the Ferrex ones. So I don't know if you can see it in the background, but that's now showing 2, so it's gone up to 2 green. That's looking good. That looks like the Gtech one's been saved. That's going to be charged up. And then here's the so I've got a very dim 1 bar there, and I've got 2 on that one. So we're going to jump start this. It wasn't showing anything before, but there's a very dim 1. Let's jump start this one. This one's a bit different. This one, if you look on the top, we've got B minus, B1 minus, B2 minus, B1 plus, B2 plus. So we're going to jump that. We're going to go to the B1s. Be a bit different on this one. I'm not going to be able to clamp this one, but I should be able to stuff the wires down into the connections. So we go in, I don't know if you can see this, we're going to go in the, let's go into the positive battery first. So we've got the B minus there, sorry, let's at least colour code it right. Let's go for earth to earth. So we've got a little spark on that one. I expected it on the Gtech one, to be honest. I expected a little spark to come off the Gtech one when I did it, but I didn't get that. So we're going to leave that again a couple of minutes, drain some power out of this one into this one, and then fingers crossed, just like saving the Gtech, which is going extremely well with the charging now, we can save the Ferrex Audi Tools one. Right, leave that to it. If we come back again, if you remember, there was virtually nothing. I mean, I got the dimmest little light sort of shine. This is the dead battery, and now if we push it, you can see we've got a nice lit up first light. And this one, if we look at it, it was on 2. That's now dropped down to 1, so it has transferred some of its power from one battery to the other. So let's get this on the charger. Touch wood. This one's saved as well. Right, so dead battery, or was dead battery. We've got that one brightish light on there now. We're going to slot that in, and I'll turn it on at the wall. If you remember last time, it went green very shortly, then it just went straight into the failure. So let's see what we get now. Switch it on. We've got green. Oh, we're still getting failure. Okay, we're still getting failure on that one. What I'm going to do in this case, so this one's actually could do with being charged a lot more. I'm going to charge this one up to full. I'll go back to that same cycle of just jumping some more power from that one to this one, and then we'll if you see, if I take this one off, which was the dead one, which is obviously flashing failure, we'll put this one in, which is the good one again, and this one should go back to charging. So I'm going to leave that charging, and then I'm going to jump some more power across. Now what it might be is I need to jump across to B2. Half the pack might still be dead, so I'm going to jump on the next time after I've charged that. I'll jump it across to B minus, B2 minus, B2 plus, and that will send some power in through those, and try and bring that back to life. But the Gtech's still going nicely at charging at 2 there, so that one looks like it's going to be all good. I think now is a good time to get all my batteries charged back up, so I don't keep having this issue. This should sort it. This should it's obviously split. It's a LiPo, isn't it? So they're split into cells, and hopefully this will give it the little bump kick it needs to let me charge it again. The Gtech one's fully fixed. Just finished charging. It's now a full 4 bars. So that's that one good and going again. Get this one going again, and so there we go. Just unplugged it. We had that was obviously at full because this was the good battery. Still at full, but I left it on there for a couple of minutes. And as you can see, the bad battery that wasn't charging is now charging. No more errors on faulty battery. So it's literally just this has been left out in the cold in the garage, and I'd let it get down to completely dead. It was pretty much dead when I'd left it. It had run out on the tool, and I just left it in there for, I don't know, been there quite a while. So a bit of a trickle charge through B1 and then a bit through B2 from a good battery, and jumped that back into life as well. So full success. We have both batteries now fully back and working, which is brilliant because now it gives me an extra spare battery to use on the old cordless tools. So be careful if you try this yourself, but it does work. Any wire will work, doesn't even have to be wire, but you can use a bit of wire like that, and you can kick your batteries back into life, and they're not dead. Don't throw them away. Don't waste money on new ones when you can bring life back into ones that are showing as dead. So thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful.